Alright, ladies and gentlemen, our apologies once again. Anytime that we lose connection, we do everything we can to get it back. We're in the top of the second, scoreless. So that ball's grounded towards the hole. It's going to be a base hit through the hole for Sean Garcia, the fifth batter for the Colonials. So the Colonials have a leadoff man to lead off the top of the second inning. Blue Sox left Jamal Ritter over third base. Jeremy Singh went down swinging on strikes. Jake Serpa popped out to second base. Jeremy Gieseg grounded out to second base to end that inning. Nice piece of pitching from the Colonial starter Vincent Perozzi. They'll bring up the shortstop Tyler Darnell with a man over at first base. First pitch outside, ball one. Darnell, incoming freshman out of University of Dallas. Hitting .385 so far, 6 games played. Drawn 4 walks so far in the season. So he hits that one foul over to the right side.
A little early on the swing there. Trying to get ahead of the pitching here from Madrigal, who's been doing a really good job on the mound, I'd say, to start things off here for the Blue Sox.
Checking on the runner, not in time. So far, the Blue Sox come in this game ranking 4th in the league in batting average. 3rd in on-base percentage. So, they have a team who gets on base more than their fair share of times. That's another pitch outside. Two balls, one strike, the count. Colonials come into this game to middle of the pack in hitting 252 as a team, 398 on base percentage collectively. Sets in the air, right side foul, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And for the Blue Sox, like you mentioned, Evan, how they can really hit the ball well, which goes for their record, 4-2, only a game back behind first place. As they're one of the better teams, in this league. They're able to hit the ball really well, find the gap.
Count sits 2 balls, 2 strikes. Madrigal dealing with Darnell. That swung on and missed. 1 out here in the top of the second inning.
Second strikeout for Madrigal in the ball game. Both of them going down as swinging strikeouts as well. So he has an array of pitches that he likes to throw. He can throw the breaking ball really well, and then he'll hit you with that high fastball, working all sides of the zone.
Now bring up the right fielder, Mitchell Clay. So he takes ball 1. Colonials just stolen 9 bases so far this season. Slightly towards the bottom half of the league in that category. Sean Garcia has not stolen a base yet this season as he sits over at first. A ball on the strike, the count to Mitchell Clay. Clay 1 for 9 so far this season, with an RBI so far, this being the 5th game he's played in. First start. That ball's hit. Shallow right field. Out is Notriano. Josh Notriano able to make the play. Made it look like a slightly easier play than what it really was. There's 2 outs.
Definitely hard looking right up into the sun here in early morning PSCL action. Is Notriano doing a great job, able to call for it as Ritter and Angulo were both coming in, closing in on the ball. So good communication there from the Blue Sox outfield. That's what you want to see.
That brings up Cooper Browning, the left fielder for the Colonials, rising sophomore at Linfield College. Also 1 for 9 so far this season. He takes a ball. He's drawn 3 walks so far, this being the 6th game he's played so far this season. Madrigal delivers a fastball on the outside corner, 1-1. Outfield playing medium deep. Infield straight up, 2 outs. Play at first or second. There's a fastball in the upper part of the plate, strike 2.
Madrigal has been doing a really good job in staying behind the plate as well. Great job framing the ball right back into the strike zone if it's a little outside.
Running on the pitch with Sean Garcia as that ball is hit foul. Chance for this to be a relatively low-scoring game. Colonials 4th in the league as a team, earned run average. Blue Sox right behind in 6th. So we sit scoreless early. Madrigal set with the 1-2 and he deals. That's in the dirt. It gets away from Jeremy Singh. Going to second on the wild pitch is Sean Garcia. First wild pitch of the day from Madrigal. We saw one in the previous inning from Vincent Perozzi. And a chance for a 2-out RBI for Cooper Browning. As the count sits a ball and 2 strikes. Both teams have had base runners early, not able to deliver at the moment. The 1-2. Low again, ball 2.
Madrigal's going to have to just readjust himself on the mound, take a deep breath real quick as the count's knotted up at 2 apiece with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. Going to want to get the strikeout here. He already has 2 on the day.
Waiting on deck is Manuel Lopez. First base is open. That's upstairs. That'll actually be ball 4. So Madrigal taking advantage of having first base open as he walks Cooper Browning. That puts man on first and second with 2 outs. That brings up Manuel Lopez, the catcher. Hitting .385 so far this season. 2 runs driven in so far. All 5 hits being singles. Chance for a 2-out RBI. First pitch down low, ball 1. Joshua Notrano keeping the runner close over at second base. Creates a big hole on the right side of the infield.
This will be the time for Lopez to go opposite field.
That pitch is spiked in the dirt. Both runners will advance. Browning the second and Garcia the third. Counts as a 2 balls, no strikes. Now a single could drive in 2 early. Second wild pitch we've seen in the inning. Once again, for what it's worth, first base is open. But I wonder if you still want to deal with Lopez without having to worry about having the bases juiced and nowhere to put anybody. 2-0, another ball in the dirt, ball 3.
Another breaking ball from Madrigal. Talked about how he can really work the fastball into the rotation as well. Now would be the time to kind of go do that with 3 straight breaking balls in the dirt and one of them being a wild pitch.
Think we'll see a green light for Lopez, 3-0?
Definitely swing at it if it's a good pitch.
He does get a green light. That ball's popped out towards second base. Notrano makes a nice running play. And the Colonials are able to get out of the inning. So they leave 2, one hit, no runs. Men left over at second and third. Blue Sox coming back up. just about ready for the bottom of the second inning. 5, 6, 7 in the order drew up for the Blue Sox. Ryan Osso, Alexis Camino, and Joshua Notriano, as they'll take on Steven Perozzi. Blue Sox left a man over at third base in their half of the first inning. So far, both teams, no damage done with runners in scoring position. A scoreless ball game. One hit recorded by the Colonials as Ryan Osso will dig in. So far, 0 for 8 on the season. That ball's ripped into left center field for a base hit. And just like that, Ryan Osso's on the board. His first hit of the season. Good way to lead off the inning for the Blue Sox.
Very good inning, Evan. As first pitch, taking that one right over the head of Darnell in shortstop. Just over his glove, too. So, placed that ball perfectly as that ball was just kind of sitting right up there in the top of the zone.
Now I'll bring up the third baseman, Alexis Gamino, off to a red-hot start. 3 for 8 so far, hitting .385. First pitch swinging is Gamino, that's it foul. One RBI on the season for Gamino. He's been hit by a pitch. This being the 5th game he's played in. The man over at first base. That pitch is low, ball 1. Relatively short lead for Ryan Osso. Osso has not stolen a bag. That ball is hit towards the middle. That's going to get through for another base hit. Back-to-back singles for the Blue Sox, put men on first and second with nobody out.
Very similar situation to the bottom of the first inning as well, with Ritter getting on, leading off that inning, but was held up. So you can only imagine the Colonials defense looking to turn 2 here, or even just kind of keep runners from not scoring.
That brings up the big second baseman, Joshua Notriano, standing at 6 feet 2 inches tall out of McHenry County College. Big man for a second baseman. On the outside corner, strike 1. Off to a hot start. So far, 4 for 13, a double to his credit, 4 RBIs. Chance to add on to some of those totals. OPS over 800. See bats with men on first and second, nobody out. That ball's at foul just over our heads, straight back. Cooper Browning playing pretty shallow over in left field. Center fielder Aaron Alisair shaded a bit over towards right center. Mitchell Clay shaded a couple steps toward the right field line. Big hole on the right side, with Carter Fagan holding the runner at second. The 0-2, left side, fouled off once again. Heard some sort of little bang. Wonder if that either hit the concession stands or if it even got far into the car.
Didn't hear like a car alarm go off or anything like that, so probably not a car.
I mean, that's helpful. Where'd you park today, George?
I don't know.
That ball's ripped in the right field. That's